He had over 3,100,000 votes. He would tie Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most All-Star appearances, and we expect him to be an All-Star this year. LeBron has started in every single one of his All-Stars. And then following him is the two-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, giving a nod for how he's been carrying this team this season. He's actually half an assist away from averaging a triple-double and 9.5 assists. It would be the most ever averaged by a center in NBA history.
Unreal.
Anthony Davis getting a nod for his hot start to the season, even though he's been injured. He averaged 29 points, 12 rebounds. He's been out since mid-December with that stress injury to his foot. So we will see if he is still up there as time continues. And then going over to the guards, Steph Curry leads the way in both conferences for guards with over 2,700,000 votes. He's averaging 30 a game, 50, 40, 90 shooting. I mean, just typical Steph greatness at this point. He's also been out since mid-December with
Get your rest, Steph.
We have an update, though, coming up on that front soon. And then Luka. He leads the league in scoring. 34, 9, and 9. He is him. He's willed the Mavericks to fourth in the West. They're riding a 7-game winning streak at this point. They have a tough one tonight against Boston. So you can see it. This is how it all shakes out. Janae, how do we feel about this?
So I'm going to actually take a little bit of a deep cut because this is really interesting. Two guys that had great expectations. You see right there at 3 and 4, Anthony Davis and Zion Williamson. They both played respectively, Zion 29, 80, 25 games. But being up there in these categories is exactly what their teams need them to be. I mean, 80 deserves respect. I know he's sitting out, and hopefully he'll make another push second half of the season. But what he was able to do in that 12-game stretch, going 35 and 12, inserting himself into the MVP conversation, and making Perk at least look a little bit better when it came to his take in the preseason. I love you, Perk. But then also Zion vaulting his Pelicans all the way up to, at one point, the #1 spot in the West. But realistically, this guy has been impressive. They both averaged 27 points, 80 in Zion, but, you know, 80 has the edge on rebounding.
Right.
I love seeing them there because that is exactly where they have to be for their teams to really meet those expectations.
Well, so Davis, Williamson, Wiggins all injured right now, so we could see some movement there. Let's go over to the guards because, Perk, I want your thoughts here.
Uh-oh.
I am extremely disappointed. I don't know what else Ja Morant got to do to be like in this conversation. And look, I don't want the Bay Area fans coming at me, but I would actually replace Steph Curry with Ja Morant. When you think about Ja and what he's been doing for the league, and you talk about box office, you talk about the most exciting player in the game today, it's Ja Morant. When we look on social media, it's Ja Morant highlights. When we look at his team winning right now, it's Ja Morant. But listen, here's the thing. So the fans want to see excitement. The fans want to see highlights. The fans should be able to see.
Yeah, I seem to remember Steph.
I'm not saying that.
Perk, I told you to stay off that loud pack before noon, bro. Got to stay off it.
No, it ain't no loud pack. So what you said, Ja Morant don't supposed to be there?
Vince, what do you
think? You said
think?
Ja ain't supposed to be there?
No, you're right. You're right. I wouldn't replace him with Steph.
No, we're not saying that, but it said, but we also got to give some, like Steph is that guy. Steph's been out before the All-Star balloting started. Before it started.
I get that.
So it's easy to forget guys when they're injured. Now, but now you think about like, okay, if you think about it, if you were like, okay, who should be leading right now? You probably would say Luka Doncic. He's not either. Steph Curry. Like it's just amazing.
It's the fan vote.
And
what
it's
Steph has done. And we're not. Yeah, exactly. And it's not taken away from Ja because Ja's going to be in this game, and he could possibly end up a starter. Like you said, he might end up, but right now,
this
Steph
is popularity,
Curry,
fans.
like it was like, man, I was just like, yeah, Steph Curry is like, he has the hearts of a lot of people right now.
I think it's my turn now, guys.
Clear the way.
So I'm going to be a homer, and I want to know how come we don't see Sabonis or Fox even mentioned. And I guess it's because obviously the Kings have missed the playoffs the last 16 years. But both these guys have their team in the top 5 in the West. Sabonis leads the league in double-doubles, averaging nearly 19, 13, and 7, 15 straight double-doubles. Then Fox is at 24, 5, and 6. So two guys that I think now that we're starting to talk about them a little bit more on the national level and they're getting more nationally televised games, fans will start to realize that, Sacramento's been in the gutter for a long time, but they got some talented guys out there, and they need some representation.
I'm looking all the way down to 10.
Who are you taking out?
I'm not taking no one out. I'm just saying they need to be in the conversation.
10.
They need to be in the conversation.
Because in the top 10, we do have Austin Reeves. We do have Kevon Looney.
Who?
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.